Part 2 in this series. Just to remind you, we are doing a series on how I made my portfolio website, and now we're going to be doing hopefully a short video on the Jumbotron, which is the middle section here. So let's get right to it. If you remember, right now we are just holding with this. I just did the header with my name. You can put your name. So now we're going to add a div that has a class of Jumbotron. And in that we're going to do an h1 tag that says, be good people, do good work. And now we have it there. So that's obviously not how we want it to look in the end. We are going to do some styling, some CSS to this Jumbotron property, Jumbotron class. Let's call the class here. And first of all, let's just make sure the width is 100% of the screen. And we're going to set the height to 80 VH, which is 80% of the viewport height. And the font size will make it a little bit bigger, 2.2 rem, which is 22 pixels. If that's confusing, you can look at the last lecture, but that comes from the HTML setting up here. We made the font size 62.5%, which makes every rem 10 pixels. So now, let's see what it looks like now. So it got a little bit bigger. Beautiful. And now we want to center it. And we are going to use Flexbox, very, very similar to what we used. Basically the same thing in terms of Flexbox that we used in the header. So I'm going to set the display to flex. And we're going to change the flex direction to column. So now we're going to be dealing with vertical because the default is row, which is horizontal. And we can justify content center, which means that it goes to the center of the container. So let's see what, beautiful. And now all we have to do is put it in the center of the screen, which we can do using text align. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. I think that's all I got. Thank you for joining me. Come back for the next one where we discuss how to do this second part, which is my profile. The bottom part, which are my projects, I feel like we should redesign to make them look somewhat decent before putting them in the tutorial.